Well, hello everyone. Happy sensational Saturday. My name's Jen. Welcome to my channel, Jen's Gems and Vintage Finds. And today we're going to do an interactive haul video for my show tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Time on Sunday, October 12th. I always promise you guys an interactive haul video, what's going to be coming up for tomorrow, or as for the day, at least hopefully usually do it the day before my show. Hello, Susan. How are you? You're the first one here, so you get kudos extra hello. Hi, Leonore. How are you? It's been an interesting week. Always finding new stuff for all of you. And can't wait to show you guys. You saw hopefully you saw the little picture I just put up there. That's just a taste of what's to come. And yeah, so I'll show you some things here. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not registered with me at my show, please do so prior to the auction tomorrow. I like to have people pre-register because it helps save time. So if you haven't done that, I've pinned my email at the top of the chat. Jen's Gems and Vintage Finds. jensgemsfinds@gmail.com. See, I can't even say my own email address. That's crazy, y'all. Hello, Leslie. Hello, Rebecca. Hello, Kelly. How y'all doing today? I love all the emojis. I love it. So jensgemsfinds@gmail.com. Please send me your information prior to the auction tomorrow. Most of you guys already done that. I know where to find most of you. But if you're new, we have fun at this channel. Hopefully you have a good time at my channel. And we show jewelry, talk about jewelry, and have a passion for jewelry. That's pretty much what we do. And I try to educate about jewelry. So if you're in for that kind of stuff, you're at the right place. Let's see. I gotta think. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. We had a big milestone this week. Most of you already know about that. We hit 1,000 subscribers. I have to give a shout out to my really good friend, Leslie. I don't know. I didn't look at your stats as before we got off the phone earlier, but she claims that she only needs 6 subscribers to hit 5,000 subscribers tonight before her show. So if you know 6 of your lovely friends, or if you have not subscribed to her channel, Black Dog Vintage, please head over to Black Dog Vintage and subscribe. She needs 6 of you lovely people to subscribe so she hits a big milestone. So yeah, so I hit 1,000 this week. We're gonna get her to 5. So she does a lot more than I do. Probably she's trying to teach me a lot more stuff too. But you know, sometimes you can't teach old dog new tricks. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying sometimes. But yes, please subscribe to Leslie if you haven't done so. That'd be phenomenal. She can hit that when she hits her show tonight. That would be awesome. Oh, 3? She only needs 3 people. Okay, so 3 people hit $5,000. 5,000, $5,000. It seems to me I think in numbers and dollars versus this is the way I am, guys. I'm totally off kilter. All right. Let's see. So subscribe to my channel, hit the little bell icon, make sure you're hitting all notifications. If you haven't hit all notifications, and this happens to a lot of resellers, guys. So a lot of times you guys don't get notified I go on, or even the other sellers that you normally go to. You might have to do that every so often. YouTube likes to kick people out just to make sure you're interactive with people. So just might have to refresh and get that hit that bell icon a number of times. And hi, Painted Pony. How are you? Hi, Rebecca. And do that. So so that way you guys get notified when I'm doing these kind of things. Let's see. I only ship within the continental United States this time. Let's see. You always can send me an email at jensgemsfinds@gmail.com. Anything you want to talk about, show me a piece of jewelry you want to have a question on, you bought it somewhere else, whatever, you know, hey, I'll help you as much as I can. And yeah, pretty self-explanatory. We have fun here. Tomorrow's my show. So if you guys don't know, most of you guys know about my life and everything, but of those newer viewers who come in, I used to work full-time the last couple of years at the hospital. As of August 8th, I'm now a full-time reseller. So I do 2 shows a week. One is on Sunday afternoons at 2 p.m. Central or 3 p.m. Eastern, depending. You guys figure out what time zone you're on. And then I also do Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Central. Okay. If you come and shop with me, I combine invoices 1 per week. So I take Sunday show and Tuesday show. Anything you buy on both days, combine them on one invoice, which you'll get on Wednesday morning. And It's so far so good. I haven't had a problem. If you cannot be here, now this is the other thing that's a little bit unusual about my channel a little bit. Maybe some others than you attend or watch. At my channel, I don't do any pre-sale auctions or pre-sale sales in general. What I do is I allow you to ask questions about the items. So if when I do my haul here in a second, all these are going to be new items that I show. If you cannot physically be here tomorrow, you can always leave me what I call a silent high bid. I will give you the information prior to the auction. So if you see something you like and you say, Jenny, can you tell me more about this piece? Send me a screenshot or a timestamp of the piece I'm going to show. I will give you the starting bid. I will and the description of what it is, and then what the starting bid is going to be. If you cannot be here, you can leave me a high bid, and I can do an absentee bid for you, just like if you would be participating in the chat. And so far, it's worked out so well, very well. I haven't had any problem with it. And that way you can make sure that you can bid if you can't physically be here. All the new items I do have to go up on the auction block. If you see something either behind me on a set right now, or if you watched a previous video and if it's still here, you can always email me at any time. Okay. That's the only rule I have. Well, actually I have 3 rules on my show. 3 rules are: have fun, be respectful of others, and send me an email anytime. And I don't pre-sell any of the new items. So it's first come, first serve. So once an item has been shown, so just if I show you something today, it goes on the auction block tomorrow. If I pass on an item, you send me an email within 30 seconds of that piece going down on a new piece, it's yours. You send me an email about anything back here, even 5 minutes after I'm off this live, or even right now, I'm not watching my feed right now, but if you send me something, you say, hey, I want to know about something back here, or a ring you saw, or bracelet, or whatever it is. If it's something I've previously shown, I will sell it to you, and I will put that item aside just for my sake and my sanity and our invoicing. I will put it aside for Wednesday. So if you decide to look at something before and you want to put it aside, I will put that aside until Wednesday morning when we invoice you for it. So very simple. Try to keep things very simple here. Hi, Regina. How are you? Good to see you. Did I miss anybody? Hi, Peanut Pony. Got everybody. Okay. If you have any questions along the way, of course, share channels. Now, Leslie, we still have 3 people. Leslie only needs 3 people to get to 5,000 subscribers, everybody. So if you haven't subscribed to Black Dog Vintage, you might sound like a broken record till we get her 3 people. She goes on tonight, so hopefully we have a celebration. Bring out the champagne, Leslie, and we'll have a good time. But yeah, she needs three subscribers of this. This morning she needs 6, so we're halfway there. There you go. I'm very blessed to thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for the support for Joe and I as far as reaching our 1,000 subs this week. We had a good time this week, and it wouldn't be possible for all of you if we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So I appreciate all of you guys for that. All right, so that's what we're here for. Let's look at some pretty doing. Oh, hit the thumbs up. I've got 9 of you guys here, 5 thumbs up. We're now 10 of you guys are here and 5 thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, and we'll show some pretty jewelry today. Okay. So as I kind of mentioned or alluded to last week, I did find with one of my places I went to, she had a collection of vintage / Victorian and morning jewelry. Okay. So I'm going to show you these pieces now. And I believe there's I think there's 8 or 10 pieces of them. 2 of them are gold and the rest of them are gold filled, but they're very old pieces. Very unique pieces. So I'm going to start with showing that. And you kind of saw, if you saw the little header picture on my screen for this feed, it will give you the first one we're going to talk about. Okay. So if you have any questions along the way, like I said, and I usually answer all these questions usually on emails after the live. So you can always send me emails. I'll give you the weights, dimensions, things like that, what the starting bid is going to be. Again, you can always leave me. People start getting their paper out. I know, not to pick on you, I know Regina loves to write everything down. So get your tablet of paper, write down timestamps, give me photographs, give me stuff like kind of thing, and then I can give you, boop, 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 boop. I'll just give you an email back and we'll tell you what it is. So there you go. She's a very prepared lady. I like that. She knows what she likes. So, all right. Here we go. So we're going to start here. And some phenomenal pieces this came in this, like I said, you guys are going to be like, what is going on? So let me show you this. Let's see if I can. And again, it's just me and you guys today. Joe's watching college football. All right. So where do I start with this? I mean, come on. If you guys know anything about Victorian or morning jewelry, these pieces are like phenomenal. Okay. You will see, let me kind of give you this. I have my little piece of paper here. This is an 18-inch long. This is brass. The chain is brass. This part here in the middle is gold filled. Okay. This is gold filled. And I believe the tassels are gold filled, actually. It just has a little bit more of a brighter color. But the chain is brass. Okay. But look at this. Let me see if I can zoom this in a little bit better. It's got seed pearls in it. Look at that. And all this detail. Okay. Now, look at the construction. Look at all these pieces put together. Look at the engraving in here. Let's see if we can do that. Okay. This is just, you just don't find pieces of jewelry that are this old and then conditioned. Now, what has happened back here, you see that this is a C clasp. Okay. And then here, most likely what would have been here, and I don't know if it's missing, but this typically would have a piece of braided hair and would have a section in here where you could put your loved one's photograph or something like that. It may have, I don't know if that was initially done that way, but a lot of times in these morning pieces, that's where it would typically go. This one may have just been a pendant. I'm not sure, but it also has these beautiful attachments, these at the bottom. And it's just a stunning piece of jewelry. If this is your jam, some people actually, what they do with this is they actually frame this kind of jewelry. And they use this as art. They put them in almost like shadow boxes up on the wall. But this is something you could wear. I mean, it's phenomenal. Okay. And this is, like I said, it's gold filled. But try to find and understand that this is probably over 120 years old on this. Okay. So its condition is great on it. So that's number one. Okay. And so this is 3 inches. Just to give you an idea. This is 18-inch long chain. This part here is another 3 inches from top here to bottom. Okay. But it's 18 to here. Okay. All right. So that's number one. How's everybody doing today? You guys got stuff planned for Saturday? I know everybody's Saturdays are always busy. So I'm going to go through all the morning. Now, this one's gold. This is a 10 karat gold. This is tested 10 karat yellow gold. And just to let you guys know, the reason why I didn't bring these up last week is I took them to my gentleman who has the electronic tester. I did all the research and preliminary gold testing, acid testing, things like that. But I wanted to make sure, because when you're looking at Victorian jewelry, and if something is testing gold, of course, solid gold, with gold being over 4,000 an ounce, I want to make sure that I'm testing it correctly for you guys. And I did. And all these pieces, I just wanted to double check with the electronic tester, which I don't own one. So I took it to the shop with a good friend of mine, and he was kind enough to let me to go through these pieces just to double check. And needless to say, he was like ready for me to he wanted to buy them off of me, and I said, nope, not yet. So anyway, this is a brooch. This is French jet. Okay. Now, one of the pieces, you guys can see it, is here. That's kind of like this, I think the piece was missing, but it's actually still black. So I'm not quite sure if it got sliced, if it came out, but it is still there. It still kind of has a polish. You can even know that. But look at this beautiful brooch. Look at the construction. Okay. You'll see that there's layers to this. And then a pearl in the center. Okay. Now, most likely this brooch had dangles here. You see that their little jump rings were there. So most likely it had something that was missing. But it can be, this is the way it is right now. It's a pendant. See, you can wear it on a chain, and then it also has a C clasp. So again, Victorian, beautiful. Look at the pin extension. That's another no reason it's old, because you see the pin extension goes out from the side of the brooch. And it's a phenomenal piece of jewelry. This is 10 karat yellow gold. I tested it, and both, like I said, electronically tested it as well. Okay. It's beautiful. Look at that. Look at how it's all handmade. You can see all that. So if anybody's interested in that, I'll have that for sale tomorrow. Let me know, Leslie, if we hit 5,000. So I don't see your screen up. So, all right, keep going. I have other things too. We'll get to it all, but I'm just giving you guys a heads up. All right, this is interesting. This is gold-filled chain with a gold-filled cross. Okay, and I'll show you what this looks like here. It's like a panther link chain. Let's see if we get this to go right. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, so you have the hand engraved cross. Let's see if we can do this close up for you. Like a floral motif. Isn't this beautiful? Look at all the work. Gold filled. You'll see that it's on a thumb clasp attachment here. Okay. Now here's the interesting part to this. And I'm going to show you this because I also have this. So not quite sure what happened here, but this is also going to come with it. So it looks like at one time somebody had this made to be a necklace, but they also had it done so you could wear this like on a vest fob or a watch fob. The chain is exactly the same, okay? The necklace is 20 inches long, okay? But this is also going to come with the transaction if anybody's interested in this beautiful necklace. So you can wear it in multiple ways. You could also probably use this to make an extender, maybe in the back. I don't know, but I've got it together, and it's really, really pretty. It's something unusual. So that was very common. Sometimes they would repurpose jewelry in different ways. A beautiful gold-filled cross. It's 2.5 by 1.25. It's a nice large cross, okay? So that will be available. Okay. This is smoky quartz brooch. Gold filled as well. When I find a collection like this, I don't know how anybody cannot just say that this stuff is gorgeous, because you just don't find old pieces of jewelry from this era in really good condition. This is gold filled as well. You see the C clasp here. You see how the stone is cut in an interesting way, right? Gold filled. This is smoky quartz. Look at the pin extension. Gorgeous. I know it's brown, but it's kind of on my hand. It looks a little bit like that. There you go. You could wear it. Well, you have to be a little careful with the pin stem, but you could wear it as a pendant if you want to put a chain through that way. Okay. All right. How's everybody doing today? Everybody good? Well, good. Okay. I want to show you all these gold-filled pieces. They're gold pieces. They're really pretty. Okay, here we go. This is another one. This is purple glass Victorian brooch. Gold-filled. This one has the tube hinge. This one has more of a little bit modern C clasp, but it's still a C clasp. Beautiful. Okay. Next, I did find out of this collection as well. You're going to wait till you see this. This is very unusual. This is a pencil. They call it a chatelaine pencil. So this is inlaid mother of pearl. And what you would do is you would hang this on a, back in the Victorian era, they would have things like either a vest fob or a watch fob, and these little accessories, you want to call them accessories, that would be dangling from them, since we didn't have, you got to think about it, back in those days, there's no cell phones, there's no this or that to write things down. So this was a pencil, and this actually moves out like that. It's a pencil. Now the lead is not here, but it does retract. Isn't that cool? Condition's really, really nice on this. This is an inlay mother of pearl, gold filled. Look at the top. So you could put it on a simple thin chain, to wear it. Or again, some people frame these. They actually do like shadow boxing, kind of a memorabilia box, take a bunch of these things and they put them all on the wall. It's like a piece of history. So you have one of those, Regina? All right, moving on. This one is, this is a short chain, okay? Again, this would probably be considered, like I said, you have a watch fob chain, watch fob or vest fob. When you have the little clasp like that. Okay, here's the chain. This is only 13 inches long, okay, on the chain. Gold filled, but these are rose cut diamonds in here. So those are diamonds, rose cut diamonds. This is the locket. Bear with me. I have nails. Here's the inside. Snaps really nice. Has a little dent, but hey, 100+ years old. Diamonds. Can't go wrong there. All right. Now, next, so that was Victorian. This one here, this is dated with a patent pending of January 17th of 1911. This is something that is called a sweetheart locket. Okay. It's over 100 years old. Okay, you see it's a locket. Let me show it to you here. Open it up. Now this is interesting. Look at the pictures. Then you have Mother Mary. I guess that would be Jesus. So you have the lady and you have the man in there. So they go off to war. They would have it's a sweetheart locket, and Mary and Jesus are watching over them to protect them. Very cool. Hi, Roberta. How are you, honey? Good to see you. All right. Let's see. This is also gold. This is 1/20th, 12 karat on sterling silver. Very sweet engraved locket. Small but pretty. It's actually stamped that way. This is not engraved, but it has the engraving there now with a name on it. Normally you'd have a name or something in the front. Sorry about my nails. I have to do them later. Been busy cleaning and assessing jewelry this week, so I usually do my nail polishing tonight or tomorrow morning. That's pretty. Piece of history there. Sweetheart locket. And then, let's see. All right. Then I have an Art Nouveau. Another era of history. Gold-filled locket with lilies on them. Like I said, I got all this in a lot. So the lady was very nice to work with me and say, you want all of this? I said, of course I do. When you have a piece of history, you got to work with what history gives you. I love this because it has the colors of the gold in there, not only on the watch or vest fob, but you also have it on the pendant. Hi, Martha. How are you? Good to see you. This is beautiful. Again, you could take this part off if you wanted this off and just wear it, but it came with the gold-filled leaf pattern up here, which I think looks really pretty with this. Okay. Again, it's a locket. Here's the inside of the locket. Let me get that open for you. This one actually still has the a photo protector inside of it. So I thought that was really pretty. All right, so that will be here. And then we got two more. I got next to would be crosses. This one is gold filled. This is 2 3/4 by 1 1/2. This one has got a little bit of, like, you can see how this was kind of put together. It's kind of lifting a little bit there. But you have to understand, these are pieces that are like I said, over somewhere between, I'd say, on some of them, between 80 to over 100 years old. And, you know, they're going to show some wear. But it is gold filled. Again, these have the kind of like a thumb clasp there. So they would have it either on as pendant or you can wear it as a watch fob. It's a large piece, you know. And then on the end, this is the end of the Victorian jewelry. This is very rare. And I believe this cross to be from France. Okay, if I'm going to say this correctly, give me a little bit. Okay, it's called, the technique they use on this cross is called the enameling. The enameling they use, and what they describe it, so where you guys see it, it's kind of has the hand engraving. You see the black enamel around the edges. Again, this is over 100 years old. Tally, T-A-I-L-L-E, middle initial D with apostrophe, and then épargné. They call this a mourning cross. Okay, and this is why I took this in. Here's the back of it. This is heavy. This weighs 12.74 grams. Okay, I scratch tested this in multiple places, and I was getting it to read 14 karat gold. Okay, so I took this into my guy. I said, hey, you know, can you put this on the electronic tester to make sure that I'm reading this correctly as 14 karat gold? And sure enough, he did. He put the probe up to it, and it stayed at 14K. So I'm going to be selling at 14K. I'm pretty confident that this is 14 karat gold because I tested it, and because of the weight too, right? And so this is a phenomenal piece of jewelry. Okay, it's not going to be inexpensive. Of course, you guys know what the price of gold is, but you guys also know how I do pricing. So if you want to know, look up 12.74 grams of 14 karat gold. You're going to be in the ballpark of where I'm going to be on this price, right? This is phenomenal. I know, understand there's enamel loss on the cross, but look at that. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so hi, Jesse. How are you? Good to see you. And for those of you, I know where we're at, Leslie. If you haven't subscribed to my friend Leslie's channel, she only needs 3 subscribers to hit 5,000 subscribers. I know we're going to do it. Hopefully by the time I'm done talking, somebody's going to come in that heard of her, so we're going to get her to subscribe. All right. Now, if you guys love, I will tell you this. I picked up yesterday, actually a few days ago, a few pieces of amethyst. I also picked up some cubic zirconia pieces. Now, I'm going to show you the amethyst. Look at this. They're kind of, I'm selling them all individually, but beautiful amethyst. Look at the color. Now, these are sterling silver. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit better for you. Look at how these are cut. Sterling silver with diamonds. Leverbacks. Okay. Somebody decided to, owner of these, probably put them all, had these as a collection. I added the chain on this one. Look how large this amethyst is. And some people might describe this as Rose de France, which is a lighter color of amethyst. Beautiful, beautiful amethyst. Look at the, what I also say, look at the construction. Look at all the wire work going on here. That's a large stone. Okay, so that will be there. Now I think that was, I have ring and earrings and bracelet. Here is ring. Now the ring, these are small sizes. Look how small this, it's like 4 3/4. But I figured somebody, you can always take this in to get its size if you're not a 4 3/4. Look at the stone. Look at this. Beautiful cutting. It's over 20 carats of amethyst right here. Beautiful. Okay. And then if that wasn't phenomenal, look, I have a tennis bracelet. Sterling silver. Look at construction. Look how nice thick these. It's awesome. This is 7 inches on the cone. Okay. All right. So then we have that. That was my amethyst. And then now we're going to move on. Look at this. I also at the same time got a multicolored gemstone bracelet. Heart shapes. Unusual to find heart shapes. Look how large these stones are. Slot clasped. Locking safeties. $49.99. One person. We need to 5,000. Who's going to be the lucky 5,000 subscriber, Leslie? Come on. We haven't ready to. One person. We find one person to subscribe to Leslie's channel. Oh, my. Now, she had Leslie actually, luckily, a few weeks ago, I was able to find some sarda. This is one piece of sarda I have that I found as well. Blue topaz cross. Beautiful. If you're not familiar with this brand, it's handmade in Bali. Okay. And blue topaz checkerboard cut. I have it on, now this is not a sarda chain, but it is a Bali chain. Because you know how it's done, because it's all handmade. It's supposed to be not, you can tell it's handmade. Like a wheat chain. It has the hook clasp, and I put it on that. I had one of these left in my inventory, and I decided to put it on here. Isn't that beautiful? Jump and subscribe, please. We'll get her there. I was like, we're going to find the one lone person in YouTube land. All right. What else we have I can show you guys? All right. So like I said, I did buy some CZs. I got purple CZs. I got clear CZs. You guys, but I'll get into that a little bit. Charm bracelet. I know we're just messing with that because I know just messing loves charm bracelets. But look at this. I tested all the charms, of course. This one kind of has a world traveler theme to it. So you've got Big Ben, you've got Canada, you've got the German, what do they call that? Hat. Then we've got the pyramid, a little holly leaf. Charms on here really cool. Look at this one. I've never even seen this before. You guys, you know I've been working in jewelry for over 20 years. This is a matador, a bullfighter. A three-dimensional bullfighter charm. I've never seen this before. Isn't that, just look at the detail. They don't make charms like this. I'm telling you, they don't make charms like this anymore. All these three-dimensional charms, they don't do that. Don't spend the time on craftsmanship. The Stein opens. See, it opens up. There's an Ankh. I'm just going to show you one here. Crab. Look at the Leaning Tower of Pisa. When you go to Italy, if you want to get a Leaning Tower of Pisa. Then we have the Sphinx. Then we have a bowler. I guess apparently came home and she was a bowler. Then we have the enamel shoes from Holland. So, yeah. You got there? We got it? Yay! Oh my gosh. All right. So awesome. We put that. Oh, yay, Leslie. We put that in the chat. Yay, Leslie. She hit 5,000 subs. Well, that means she better be having some good wine tonight. Thank you. Oh, wow. Everybody, thank you so much for helping my friend get to 5,000. And it's awesome. Hard, well-deserved. A lot of hard work. Got her there. A lot of love. Thank you guys so much for doing that for me and for her. All right. All right. I did pick up Leonor's family. Thank you, Leonor's family. Oh, this is James Avery. This is a retired, if anybody collects James Avery. Now, when I picked this up yesterday, you know, I'm familiar with James Avery a little bit. You know, he's out of Texas. But I did not, well, that was my pin off my, that was my pin. Did not realize that I was kind of thrown a little bit. I just loved, I saw this in a case and I said, what is that? You know, I did not recognize this. It was James Avery. I looked at it and then I saw the candelabra mark of his on the back. And I'm like, really? So this is called, let me do the zoom in here and show you this up close. They call this, or his line is called this blue bonnet. It's called the blue bonnet triplet pendant. What they do is this is a triplet. So they emboss, you guys see that? It's kind of an embossed pattern on, let me get this down. In lab created blue spinel. Underneath it is a darker shade of blue spinel to bring out the highlights of this. So you have the lighter on the top, a little darker underneath, and then at the back of it is mother of pearl. So think of 3 layers sandwiched together. That's what you've got here. So you have 2 layers of blue spinel, and then the back of it to give that pearl essence is mother of pearl. And it's gorgeous. And it is a James Avery piece. Right here, you want to see, I'll show you the mark on it. Right there. And this is discontinued from him, from my understanding. And it is also, which is nice to know, this is on an original James Avery chain. Because he sells his pieces individually from chains. So not all the time will you get a James Avery pendant will be on a James Avery chain. So you have the chain as well as the pendant together, which is nice to have. Yeah. So, like, it's called Blue Bonnet. Blue Bonnet triplets. So I thought something unusual. I learned something new every time I go out and hunt for you guys. I learn something new every day. I didn't know James. I mean, I knew I've seen him do angels and crosses and things like that, but to find a gemstone piece from him, or I've seen him with pearls, I guess, but that was unusual to find. That's for sure. All right. This is also an old piece. $9.50 silver. It's called some people use the term Cantonile. So you have a $9.50 silver Cantonile. That's what these little beads with the little wire work around it is called. It has the hook clasp, marked $9.50. And then down here, you have a filigree floral pendant on top of this. And there's the back, also marked $9.50. I love this. This is oh, good, Jenny. See, I didn't measure it. See, I got so excited to show you, I didn't measure the length of the chain. Let me write that down before I forget. So let's take that figured out. I'll tell you right now how long it is. Do, 16 inches. 16. So you love old pieces of jewelry, things you don't see every day of the week. This is one of those things that definitely would hit the mark for you with the Cantonile. I'll write that down before I forget. 16 inches long. 16 inches long. Okay. Let's see. I said I can go through some CZs tomorrow. I did like a, I thought this was beautiful. And again, when I went to this particular person I know, I'm kind of particular about what I buy when it comes to cubic zirconia, because I know that, you know, there's so much of a flooded market of it, but I like to buy unusual pieces. And this one is actually signed. This one actually has a W on the back, which, from my understanding, there's a gentleman on, I believe it's JTV. His name is Charles Winston. He is a relative of Harry Winston, but he created his own jewelry line. So he kind of takes traditional, very classy designs that probably I think he's the great grandson or grandson of Charles or Harry Winston, but he has his own line. So he does things he's famous doing CZs, also moissanite, things like that. But I bought this because I love the color. And if you want to look of a multi-$1,000 tanzanite that is out of its one source gem from Tanzania, then, you know, but you want to wear it like every day, this might be an option you might want to think about. But I buy these because of the uniqueness of the setting, which I love the fact that they put detail at the top and this is articulated. And then at the bottom, around the backside, I'm sorry, they have his name, his symbol there, W, and then all the undergallery work. All right. And it's also on this chain that has an extender. So you have ways you can wear different lengths, which that to me, I look at the details when I look at jewelry pieces. Okay. And so I can buy, you know, they bring out things for me to look at. There's a lot of things I bypass, but I actually get to, you know, when I buy things out of a lot or something, though, sometimes I just go through and cherry pick what I think is you guys as my viewers would really appreciate. And that's kind of like a thing that Bella Luce too. This is about, they call Bella Luce. Yeah, that's gonna be a Bella Luce piece. So you know what, Regina. So I got that from him, his line, and then I also have the purple because you guys always ask me to buy purple. So I have earrings here. What did I do with those earrings? I think I bypassed it already. I have pear-shaped earrings to go with it. I know where I did them. Oh, yeah, they are. So I have them on a card, but again, Bella Luce, signed with a W on the back. Okay. But, you know, I've talked about this again before, Bella Luce, or, you know, nice quality color. And then, of course, the Omega backs. You guys know I'm a fan of the Omega backs, no matter what we're talking about. That's a very expensive finding, no matter what metal you're using, silver, gold. So that's an extra piece of that not a lot of designers use as a mega backs, which is nice to have. Okay. And then I have the ring. Vanna K has a lot of Bella Luce too. Yeah. Look. So I have that. All right. What else can I knock your socks off? And I got into more tomorrow. But I picked, oh, this is something, just to give you an idea. Like I talk about tennis bracelets and quality and things. This is made, well, this maybe not this big long. With, I've never seen this before. And I've done this a long time. These are Asher cuts. Tennis bracelet. When's the last time you saw an Asher cut tennis bracelet? I don't never have seen one before. That's why I picked it up. If I haven't seen it before, they have almost like a step cut. I can explain this to you. It was Asher was a type of cut that was popular back in, I believe, in the 20s and 30s, 1920s, 1930s, and it kind of came out of style because then everybody wanted emerald cuts, right? Or then they came up with princess cut stones. So if you look at the way it's done, it's almost cut like a diamond shape, like it's a concentric hall of mirrors that form in almost a square beveled shape. And then in between, you'll have the straight baguettes. Very unusual. I've never seen a tennis bracelet like this. There's the back. Here it is on my wrist. Believable size. You know. But because it was an Asher cut tennis bracelet, I said, wow, that's kind of cool. I like that. I can appreciate that. It has double locking safety, sterling silver. Can't go wrong there. And I like that. I like unusual. All right. All right. And just under the wow factor, I did pick up, we have the holidays coming. Thank you, Regina. We have the holidays coming. Now, I just showed you the Asher cut. Now, this is, they call this a tennis necklace, of course. But I bought this because I figured the other thing I liked about this tennis necklace was because it is what they call 3-prong set. Each of the round stones are 3-prong set. So it kind of gives it more of a feminine look to it. These can look boxy sometimes. If you've seen these before, they sell them in like 4-prong baskets and they get kind of boxy looking. I like this because it, especially on the graduated ones like this is, it gives it a really finished look. And just to let you know, when I told you I had the pick of the litter when it came to the cubic CZs, I wanted to make sure that I could get coordinating pieces. So when I pulled the necklace, because I really think that somebody would love, can you wearing this? I mean, it's believable. You can wear this every single day if you wanted to. I mean, just for the holidays. But this one also, the bracelet also is a 3-prong setting. So if you want to match it, so you want to wear the bracelet every day, 3-prong setting. But I got the bracelet smaller because I thought that's, you could wear that every day if you wanted to. And if you wanted to wear it corny with a nice, beautiful necklace. And again, these bracelets have their slot class, figure 8 safeties. Takes a lot for me to buy whatever I buy because I know that my customers also understand that quality and thickness of metal. And so when you're looking at something like this, how is it constructed? What's going on here? Look at the back. Here's the back side of it. There's a lot of weight here. This weighs 36.9 grams on a necklace, which is, they can make these cheap. They can make them really nice. And this is one of the nice ones. So 36.9 grams on this necklace. This is 18¼ inches long. Okay. So I try, Roberta. I try to bring good things for you guys to see. I try. All right, let's show you something else. Let's see. So I'll have some CZ pieces tomorrow. Again, I didn't go to town. Let me show you this. But if you want more vintage, and I say, Jenny, but I like vintage. Okay, well, how about an Art Deco? So I just went from a tennis necklace, more modern, to something from the 1920s. These is all glass. I was hoping it was rock quartz crystal, but isn't this gorgeous? This is glass. All the links are there. All the stones are in there. Now the clasp, if you look really closely, the clasp works. It does stay. I had it actually repaired at my guy. Originally, what would happen, most likely, right here, when you look at old box clasps, they'll have like a little, what do you call them, tension bead, right? But this one is less. Here, let me show you. You'll see it here. They would have had a tension bead, so when this came in, it would probably stick up right there. But it does stay shut. It's not opening, okay? The only other thing that's going on with this necklace, again, it's over 100 years old, is that the top, this little square, the square faceted bead, or actually, it's got a little chip at the corner. But you'd have to really have an eye to really look at that closely. It's gorgeous. It's a sterling silver, okay? But yeah, if you look right at the corner, I have a feeling that this little link just hit the corner right there. They didn't have V-cap prongs back then. You know, working, if you ever look at modern jewelry now with princess cuts or squares, they'll have the V-cap that protect the corners. They weren't thinking like that in the 1920s. So, it's a beautiful necklace, isn't it? Yeah, it would be, Regina. The tennis necklace, you can wear that every day, you know? You could wear that. All right, what else do we have? I have now this is not sterling silver, but it is Mexican. This is 7 1/4 inches. Purple cabochon bracelet. Now this is marked sterling Mexico, but you guys know I test everything. So it's not marked alpaca. So I don't know what they were trying to do here, but it is metal, not sterling. The condition of the cabochons are really, really nice condition. And it looks like they put like a gold wash on top of it. So I'm not sure what, because you can see, if this was sterling, you would probably see the copper. I think it's copper underneath it. You guys can see that. So my guess is copper with some type of overlay to it, because it has more of a yellowish color to it. But I like it. It gives it more of a dressy appearance to it. I don't know. So that's here. 31.8 grams. Okay. Let's see. So I'll have tennis bracelets tomorrow. What else is in here? Beautiful set of Benemoon. Benemoon, very collectible designer. These are pierced ears, faux pearl, and clear rhinestone. 2.5 inches long, pierced ears. Signed Benemoon. So that will be here. Let's see. I'm working on some things today, and I'll see how far I get. I did get a collection of some J. King pieces that are coming in that I have here. But, yeah, I've got things I'm going to show, but I always promise you guys some, insight of what's going to be on tomorrow. So I'll see how far I get with those pieces tonight. More gemstone pieces. This is Judith Ripka. Judith Ripka ring. Again, this is a small size, 4 3/4. But it is signed Judith Ripka. If anybody's looking for Judith Ripka. And so from there. So that kind of gives you an idea. I mean, we'll have more things to come tomorrow. I'll have some more costume, things like that. We can get into some other things as well. I just wanted to come on here and give you guys a heads up of what will be coming up for tomorrow. I always promise you guys some interactive time and to show what will be happening. Congratulations, Leslie, on hitting 5,000. Woohoo! Woo-hoo! And we're all going to go see her show later tonight and support her. And if you don't, Leonore, can you share your channel as well as anybody else's channel, Roberta's channel as well? I always forget to change Roberta to blue. Also check out my friend Roberta, 406 Open Range Jewelry. She is a lovely lady who makes jewelry. She has a channel, but she doesn't sell yet on YouTube. I don't know if she's going to yet in the future or not, but she does make jewelry. And she was lovely enough to send me some earrings about 2 weeks ago. A nice, cute little package, care package. And I shared her workout with some people as giveaways. And Roberta, if you want to continue to do that for me, I'll be happy to do that. It's a way that we can promote her as well as her channel. And I think it's very important that we do that. I think that paying it forward to others is a way that we can feel good about ourselves as well as making it somebody else's day. And it only takes a simple compliment or a shout out or a thank you or something like that. That's all you have to do to people, with people. So she makes amazing things, and I would love to do that for other people. So if you had other people want to come on my channel, and I'll check out their channels and we try to pay it forward. I think it's important that we do that. So, but yeah, she does things out of her house. She makes jewelry. She loves to make beads. She sent me earrings, and she makes really beautiful things. I don't know if you make it all, Roberta, just earrings. I don't know, but she kind of surprised me one day and said, Jenny, here's a collection of what I do. And I said, oh, wow. Okay, cool. So, I love to promote people. So maybe you should start, I don't know if you want to take some pictures on your website, you want to put things on there on your page. But I will be happy to share your work out with other people. All right. So again, this was a live interactive haul. All these pieces that I kind of showed today will be up for sale on the auction block tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central. Again, if you're not registered with me, please register prior to the sale tomorrow. And to do that, I print my email at the top of the chat, jensgemsfinds@gmail.com. That way we have your information. And, you do everything. Okay, Roberta. Well, there you go. So she does everything. So I'm sure if you had a design in mind or some kind of a color theme, she could probably make something for you. She's a very creative lady, so she's very talented too. Just like my friend Leslie, she started making her own jewelry too. And she's got a gift. Some people have a gift for creativity. Unfortunately, mine was analytics. That's why I went to gem school. I'm more of an analytical type of person, but I can appreciate when people put their hard work and soul into everything they do, which I think I try to do with gemology, and try to share my knowledge with all of you guys. So everybody's got a gift. You think about that. Everybody has a gift for something. So probably Leslie thinks I have a gift for Gab. I could probably talk to her for all night. You guys know that about me. Anyway, anything you guys see on my back set, or if you're looking for something, if it's gold, sterling, costume, have a request. I have things that I don't bring up every show. So if there's something from a previous live sale or a haul that I did or something I passed on, or ring or earrings or whatever, there's only so many minutes and time for show time that I can bring up things to show. I usually concentrate on Sundays as my kind of the new items that, like I did today, will be coming up on the auction block. And whatever I don't have time to get to tomorrow, I kind of carry over onto Tuesday's show. So please understand that I work with what you guys want to see. I try my best. If you have a request, I go out and look for things based on what I can find. It's not a matter if I don't find a dragon's breath ring, it's not me, I'm ignoring you. It's a matter that I just can't find it at that time. So it's always on my wish list. So I know it's on your wish list. It's on my look to find list. But sometimes you're at the mercy of what's out there and what's at a good price too that I can pick it up for. So that's it. That's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, just send me an email at jensgemsfinds@gmail.com. Either on looking at again anything information on these new pieces I'll have for tomorrow. as well as if you find something I've previously shown. Again, if it's something I've previously shown, I will sell it to you. No questions asked, and I'll put them aside and I'll bill it to you on Wednesday. And we'll go from there. So, all right. So I think that's about it for today. And I just want to say thank you for all of you guys being here. I want to send you kisses, hugs, and love. We're all going to thank God. We got Leslie to 5,000. Yay. I'm happy for you, my dear. And we will have a party tonight at Leslie's. So now she's definitely going to bring out the vino and vintage shit. Vintage and vino for sure at Leslie's tonight. Celebration time. So we'll see you. What time was it again? I'm bad. What time? 7? Is it 7? My time, 8. This is weird things. She's going to tell me right. What's 7 p.m. my time? Central, and 8 your time? I always forget her time. 8 Eastern. Thank you. 8 Eastern. That means it's 7 Central for me. Okay, so we're going to go to Leslie's tonight at 8 Eastern, whatever that constitutes for you. Whatever you're at the country, please go and see what she has tonight. I know she's been working on some of her handmade pieces, and she did some new really cool stuff. She did a haul video the other day, and I know she's been working on some new creations. So you guys have a blessed day, blessed evening. Make sure you share the love and pay it forward. And we will see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, and we'll get it going. Okay? Have a good day. Thank you so much for watching.